So today we are going to see module 1 part 6. So introduction to JIT. So JIT is nothing but just in time. Just in time. So here companies employs JIT to increase efficiency and decrease waste by receiving goods only as they are needed in the production process, thereby reducing inventory cost. So JIT, this method requires producer to forecast demand accurately but has many benefit in terms of reducing risk and cost associated with manufacturing. Okay, so this inventory supply system represent a shift away from the older just in case strategy in which producer produce and maintain large inventories in case higher demand has to be met. So what is JIT process? If you take in a manufacturing, speed of market and cost of production can make or break a company, isn't it? Just in time manufacturing is a workflow process methodology aimed at reducing flow time within production system as well as response times from supplier and to customer. In inventory management, it is best to always keep it in mind that inventory is waste. So if you take inventory management, you have to keep it in mind that inventory is waste. This is the same philosophy in just-in-time inventory strategy. Also, it is known as a Toyota production system. It is also known as Toyota production system. So this strategy aimed at improving a business return on investment by cutting in process inventory and associated carrying cost. Okay, one key element in this system they will use Kanban. Okay, so this is a Japanese term. It is a compound word. Kan and ban. So the kan means visual. Kan means visual. And ban means card. So literally, if you put Kanban refers to visual card. Okay. So moreover, these plays an important role in the implementation of JIT. Okay. But JIT and Kanban are not one and the same entity. They are different. Okay. So now we'll see the benefit of JIT, and later we'll see what is JIT, difference between JIT and Kanban. Okay. So the benefit of JIT, just in time. If you see the benefit of just in time, so just in time is a low month to month holding cost. Okay, as well as low month to month holding cost and low impact of daily cost of money. Okay, that is your money is not tied up in inventory, so you can use your money elsewhere in your business. Okay, and third one is it eliminate the problem of obsolete and outdated inventory, and fourth one is it eliminate the problem of damage to inventory from holding its month to month. So these are the benefit of just in time. Therefore JIT it focus on having right material at the right time at the right place and in the exact amount. Okay, so that is the JIT is focus on right material at the right time at the right place and in the exact amount. So if you take the beneficial effect to the company is beneficial effect to the company of JIT is it simplifies warehouse to self inventory flow, making it easier to manage. Okay, this is number one. Second one is Supply is synchronized with production demand, thus cutting storage cost and setup or change over time. Okay, setup time or change over time. Third one is production scheduling and work hours consistency resulting from synchronized supply and demand lead to reduction of overtime hours of workers and more space time for training and workshops to help improve their skills level. Okay. Fourth point, the benefit of the company is, fourth one is employees with multiple skills are also optimized by being allocated to parts of the process needing manpower. Fifth one, it's the last one, it emphasizes is placed on the company's relationship with its suppliers. Okay, so these are the benefit to the company. Now let us see what is Kanban. So Kanban, I said, is a visual card. Is a kan in the sense, is a Japanese word. Kan in the sense visual and ban in the sense is a card. It's a visual card. Kanban is not an inventory control system by itself. Rather, it is a scheduling system that tells a firm what to produce, when to produce, and how much to produce. Okay, it is a kind of a card. In that card, it will be there how much quantity how to produce and what to produce, when the supplier how to give the parts. So when you have to keep the stock. So all those things it will be there in the card. So I'll show you an example how the card it will be. So this is an example for Kanban card. So here item is there and part number on how much quantity is required and where the parts have to go, who is the supplier, and okay, so this kind of details will be there in the Kanban card. It will be very depends upon the manufacturing. This is another company Kanban card. Here you can see the part number is given and the order date they have mentioned 9/3 and due date 9/10. So the details, the who is the planner and where it has to go. So all the details will be there in the card. Okay, it will be very depends upon the company. So Kanban is used as an indicator of demand that is immediately signal to the whole of the supply chain. Okay, say I'll show you some example. So say this is the bin. Okay, this is the bin and here the lot of raw materials are there and this is the plant area. So you know what is cellular manufacturing. So it's a U-shape machines will be there and persons will sit here and they'll do all process here. From the bin, the raw material, the parts are going here. That is a P. The parts are going here and here some process is going on and then it moves to the next mission. Then it go on to the next mission and so on. It will come to the mission 7 and it will go output. So okay, the finished product will come this side. Okay, and once the process is over, so this manufacturing plant is left free, no? So from here manufacturing plant they will send the card. That card is called Kanban card. Okay, it will go to this bin area and here they will mention what kind of product is required, what kind of raw material is required for the next process. Okay, it will go here. So the other say if the first 3 is went here and the process is over, the finished product came out and from here plant area they are sending the card here saying that they want another 3 or another 4 parts like that. So from the bin they will pass all the raw material here and the processes will go on. Okay, once the bin is empty, from the bin they will send one card to the supplier. They will send a card to the supplier. So in the card they will mention what kind of parts is required and when they want and how much quantity it's required. Everything will be there in this card. So okay, the supplier after receiving this card, the supplier will send the parts to the bin. So now the bin is filled with parts. So again the process it will go on. Okay, so So this is the process in the Kanban scheduling system. It makes possible for the business to be reactive to customer needs instead of attempting to draw estimated forecast. Now I would like to summarize what is JIT and what is Kanban. So JIT is just in time. Just in time is an inventory management strategy. One of its element is Kanban. Okay, and the Kanban is a pull or demand type of scheduling system, usually in the form of card or bin or pallet or boxes. Okay, and JIT uses Kanban as a mean to prevent inventory related cost. Okay, together they makes it possible to have the right material at the right time, at the right place, and in the exact amount. So in Japanese term, it is we already discussed what is Kanban. Kanban is a visual card. It's otherwise called, it's a signboard or a billboard, we can say. And the concept related to lean and just in time production. So Kanban is one mean through which JIT is achieved. Kanban is not an inventory control system. It is a scheduling system that tells you what to produce, when to produce, and how much to produce. So Kanban become an effective tool to support running the production system as a whole. Okay, so it's an excellent way for promoting improvements. Okay, it highlighted problems areas also. There are various types of Kanban. Number one is raw material Kanban. So this is types of Kanban. Raw material Kanban, and the number two is in process Kanban, and the third one is finished goods Kanban. General extra knowledge I'm giving you. Raw material Kanban, it tells supplier when to send how much of the particular item to a particular place. So that is a raw material Kanban. So it will give the information to the supplier when to send how much of a particular item to a particular place. So in process Kanban, it determines the amount of work in process. Amount of work in process that can be kept between any two operation in process. Okay, if you take finished goods Kanban, it determines the amount of product to be kept on hand at any given time. Okay, so the removal of material from the finished goods Kanban act as a signal for more of that product to be manufactured. So that's it. We have completed what is JIT and what is Kanban. Okay. Thank you.